हाँ जी मोदी साहब की हो रहा है
बस जी इंश्योरेंस वाले ने तंग कर मारे कभी कोई रसीद मांगते हैं कभी कोई रिपोर्ट मांगते हैं
परेशानी की कोई गल नहीं ਆਪਾਂ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਗੋਲਡਨ ਸ਼ੀਲਡ ਐਡਜਸਟਰ
ਅੱਗ ਪਾਣੀ ਜਾਂ ਚੋਰੀ ਤੋਂ ਹੋਏ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਤੋਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਰਾਹਤ ਲਈ 골ਡਨ ਸ਼ੀਲਡ ਐਡਜਸਟਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖੋ।
ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਈ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਦਦ ਕਰ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹਾਂ।
We have over 40 years of adjusting experience.
ਮੁਆਵਜ਼ਾ ਮਿਲਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਹੀ ਫੀਸ ਲਈ ਜਾਏਗੀ। 골ਡਨ ਸ਼ੀਲਡ ਐਡਜਸਟਰਸ।
ਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰਜ਼ੇ ਦੇ ਬੋਝ ਹੇਠ ਦੱਬੇ ਹੋ? ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਕੀ ਕਰੋ?
ਫਾਈਨੈਂਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਮਾੜਾ ਅਸਰ ਪਾ ਸਕਦੀਆਂ ਹਨ। ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਲ 'ਚ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਦਦ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ।
ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕਰਜ਼ੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਘਟਾ ਕੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਰਕਮ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਕਿਸ਼ਤਾਂ 'ਚ ਬਦਲ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ।
ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਰਜ਼ੇ ਤੋਂ ਮੁਕਤ ਕਰਾ ਕੇ ਨਵੀਂ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਜੀਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਦਦ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ।
1866-790-8984 ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਸੋਲੂਸ਼ਨਜ਼, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਪਰੇਸ਼ਾਨੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਥੀ।
Once again, welcome back to the segment. हर हफ्ते ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਆਸਾ ਕੀ ਵਾਰ ਦੀ ਵਿਆਖਿਆ ਦੀ and we talk in English because our endeavor is to connect to the youth and also to the mainstream. What was the basic idea what Guru Nanak Sahib tried to tell us? And in that purpose, every week we talk about Asa Ki War and Sardar Harbans Singh Kandola comes over to the studio and talks to you. And this has been a tremendous success whereby we are getting a lot of phone calls and we are thankful to you that you do connect with us and also want and emphasize that we need to have more kind of these programs so that we are able to connect to our youth. So let's continue on this journey and let's continue with what Sardar Harbans Singh Kandola has to tell us today about what in Asa Ki War Guru Nanak Sahib tells us. Jayanu ji, Waheguru ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru ji ki Fateh ji.
Happy ji, last episode we were discussing a slok before Pauri 3.
Ji.
It's a slok of Nanak Badshah. Slok is Kudrat Dissa, Kudrat Suniye, Kudrat Paus Ruksar. We need to understand the message and the spiritual concept contained in this slok.
Ji.
The message, how this message guide us to become good human beings, good citizens of the society.
Right.
How it helps us to create a better society and better world.
Ji.
And discussing before this slok of 43, I just want to have a few important lines from this slok and then we'll discuss the concept. The slok is Kudrat Patali Akasi, Kudrat Sarv Akar, Kudrat Nekiyan, Kudrat Badiyan, Kudrat Maan Abhiman, Kudrat Paun Pani Basantar, Kudrat Tarti Khak. Harpreet ji, we learned last time the Kudrat is defined as set of principles, laws established for determining development, well-being and the regulation of the universe. So what it says that the whole universe operate in a certain way.
That's right.
Operate according to a system. In Gurbani, Harpreet ji, we need to understand that the God, Satguru, Rabji, Kudrat have been discussed in the same context.
Right.
This universe is governed by set of laws of nature, Rabbi Nisham. Rabbi Nisham. Now, in this slok, in one more slok we will discuss today, Pavich Pavan Vah Sadbhav. It contained a spiritual guiding principle. When we internalize this concept, Harpreet ji, it is big transformation of our life.
Very true.
I will share my personal experience on this one too. So Guru Sahib, in this concept, we will try to understand this. Guru Sahib is saying the whole universe operate according to the laws of nature. Rabbi Nijam. Now, I want to make one more point here. Nanak Padshah, when these laws were created, how they work, the way they work, Guru Nanak Padshah stayed away from it.
Absolutely. Right.
Okay? Guru Nanak said, Jo tud pave, sai parikar. I have learned to live in the present. I have learned to surrender to the Rabbi Nijam, live in the Pana, live in the Raja. Harpreet ji, I have seen, this is the important point we are trying to make it here. I have seen pages and pages written by the Sikh scholars on this subject.
Ji.
How the universe was created, how vast is the universe, how the laws of nature were created according to, they use the Guru Nanak philosophy. But I believe that Guru Nanak was not a scientist. He was not a scientist, but his approach was very scientific, very logical,
That's right.
very practical. Guru Nanak's keen observations led him to preach this doctrine. हुक्म अंदर सबको बाहर हुक्म न कोई
Right.
कुदरत पताली अगासी. So here Guru Sahib is saying everything in this universe happen according to the nijam, the laws of the nature, which we call will of God.
Right.
As I said, Guru Nanak completely stayed away from discussing how, when this universe
That's
was
right.
created. Guru Sahib says, "Ja karta srishti ko saje,
आपे जाने सोई.
ape jane soi."
Right.
Kudrat kavan kahan vichar varya na java ek var. He emphasized truthful living.
Right.
He didn't get divulge into that when the universe, like even scientists today are trying to find.
Yeah.
In the last few years, they have
Discovered so many planets and
800
absolutely.
more planets.
That's right.
So it is wasteful to try to divulge into that discussion when this universe was created. Guru
Right.
stayed away from that. He emphasized on truthful living.
Ji.
I said, okay. So, but I have learned to live and surrender to the Rabbi Nijam, laws of nature, living
Right.
in the present. Pane andar Rabbi Raja andar Juna.
Right. Now, like you said, that this had an impact on you also, and you were to talk about your personal story. We would like to listen to that also.
Yeah.
How these kind of things transformed you, because you were at a very senior executive level where spirituality or religion was kept aside, apart from just going to the gurdwaras on Sundays or some functions. So what prompted you, and how has this changed your perspective towards
As
life?
your guest this morning said, I want to repeat that.
Ji.
The Gurbani is all about guidance.
Right.
How you live your life. And a piece is a transformation. Rabbi guna nu hasil karke, grain karke,
Ji.
ohe jai ban jana.
Right.
It helps us to enjoy life. And we will discuss a lot about this,
Right.
this today. Now, Guru Sahib, Bhagat Savan given us a set of guiding principles.
Ji.
Okay, this is what your question is. How spiritual uplifting, spiritual awakening, how to be a good human being, a model citizen.
Ji.
Now, key point is here, as you said, what it impact. The impact is when we do not live according to the set of principle,
Right.
guiding a set of spiritual guiding principle, or we do not like them, we ignore them, we resist that fact.
Right.
We have problems in our life that causes pain and suffering. Look at from daily example. Let's look at from our daily example. When we refuse to observe or obey the laws of the government,
Ji.
the society's laws, we could go to jail if we don't, or we could get killed in a traffic accident.
Right.
Right? This is the laws of the government.
Right.
But similarly, when we refuse to live according to the laws of the nature, Rabbi, Nijam, Hukum, Pana, will of God, we face mental problems. We
Right.
will give examples of that. ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਨ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ ਭੰਗ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਮਾਨਸਿਕ ਰੋਗ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਨੇ, live in fear and anxiety when we do not accept the laws of nature, ਰੱਬੀ ਨਿਯਮ ਦੇ accordingly ਅਸੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀਉਂਦੇ.
Ji.
For example, I'm taking a practical example here. A child is born, Harpreet ji.
Ji.
A child is born, a child is a boy or a girl. Is it a law of the nature?
Right.
Now, if a girl is born, we do not like that.
Right.
Okay, we want our own way. We want a boy.
Ji.
For example, tragic story I was reading in the other day in the paper. A 13-month-old girl and their mother was burned for dowry, and because she was a girl.
Girl. That's right.
So what if we are saying, God,
We don't accept.
we don't like what you did.
That's right.
We don't like your rule. We don't like the law of the nature. We don't want to live according to the laws of the Rabbi Nizam.
Ji.
So what we are saying is our will never happen. It is not going to, a boy is not going to turn into a girl into a boy.
Right.
That's the law of the nature.
Ji.
So when we resist that fact, when we deny the truth,
Right.
that create anxiety and
Fear and depression, right?
and depression in
Right.
ourselves. And that's a violation of the law of nature. Resisting the fact, the truth, the pana, that creates a pain and suffering.
Ji.
For example, a member of our family is become a sick of cancer. I use the word cancer because we've lost 2 relatives in the last 2 months
Right.
to cancer. No, Guru says, Sukh dukh doi kapre pehre jai sneed. Living in this world, good times and bad times
They are
going
complementary,
to happen.
absolutely.
Our problems are not going to run away.
Ji.
So when some family member is inflicted with cancer, it's nobody's fault. Either it's a genetic factor or it's a environmental factor.
Right.
It is not because God was angry with us, right?
Ji.
In this slok, Baba Nanak, in the whole slok, now the other aspect we want to talk about
Ji.
is Harbiji, is that in this slok, Baba Nanak is talking about that in this world there's a love, there's a hatred,
Ji.
there's a pain, there's a happiness. Some people perform good deeds, some people perform evil deeds.
Ji.
And Hitler is in this world, Mother Teresa is in this world.
Right.
Tsunamis come, thousands of people are killed, and disease and epidemics. This is the way this world is.
Operates.
I think this is the message of Qurbani, very
Right.
practical.
Right.
That this is the way this world is.
Ji.
And it's a different subject, like how originally, how the sins and all these things came as the universe developed, the humanity developed. But this is the way this universe is.
Right.
When we are living in this world, Harpreet, we are pulled in all directions and we are influenced what is happening out in the society.
Ji.
So, ਬਿਮਾਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ ਇੱਕ ਅਣਹੋਣੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ।
Right.
ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਬਿਮਾਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ ਜਾਂ ਕੈਂਸਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ ਇਹ ਕੋਈ ਅਣਹੋਣੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ।
Right.
It's the law of the nature. When we are living, the good times, the bad times,
They
we
are
will
going to be
face.
coming. Yeah.
Our problems are not going to run away.
Ji.
But Guru has given us a spiritual guidance,
Right.
how we deal with it,
How to react to that.
how to deal with it,
Absolutely.
how to react to that, how to handle these situations.
Right.
And we will talk about this more.
Ji.
But as I again would emphasize, if we can grasp this concept,
Ji.
it's tremendously help us.
Well, that's very important what you have said, that those problems are not going to run away. How you deal with them is what is going to make a difference. Because
Exactly.
that problem is going to exist, but how you are going to
deal
deal and react is going to make a lot of
stay
difference.
without fear,
Very
without
true.
depression, without stress. The
Right.
life goes on. Flow
Absolutely.
of the life goes on.
Right.
And that we are going to talk a lot about.
So we'll
that.
talk about this after this break. Let's go for a small break. Lene ji, ek choti ji break. After the break, we'll continue with our discussion. Please keep on watching the Harpreet Singh Show.